stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see onto adversity, so some challenges coming his way for sure.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got it in the middle, it's Foley. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. So Penn State's offense will take the field for the first time. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back, Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in.
There he goes. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap, it's Tatum. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. it's Tracy.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field. Going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. Ask for better starting field position for this offense. Touch pass on the run. Got some room into the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking
such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking for room. It's Tatum. Oh, he's got some space.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Tatum. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be As they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skilled position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. To throw, it's Carr. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's caught. It's Cooper. Bulldozes his way through. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Past the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. The lead, you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Across the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back. First down. Got to play the whole field up. Scrambles around. Runs for a first down. New set of downs. New set of problems.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Saunders. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. The sure hands, it's Tatum. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Martin. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost. Confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Hoosiers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. That's a nice pick. Give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Tracy. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Caught close to the marker, it's Foley. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete.
I know it's something to take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there's nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Beebe. Brings into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Easy completion on the shuffle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, that's good.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Handoff keeps working on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the right. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Finds his man. It's Tracy. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd down, going up top. With the catch, it's Bond. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Lost to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Foley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it first and goal.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Tatum. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Defense not showing press coverage. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.